Well, I think it might be the first time in a couple of years that you had a healthy off season to train and prepare for a season. How did that make a difference? And what was the biggest difference that made for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's night and day. We were just talking with my strength coach here, Danny Van Dyke, about, I just hopped on a jump rope and was able to do single leg jump rope, for the first time in, start of June in a long time. So my legs are feeling great. We worked really hard on getting asymmetry back, so both legs are feeling equally strong. And, it's translating to route running and getting off the line and blocking ability. And I'm just really excited to keep continuing. There's a lot of time left, a lot of time to chase and get better and get prepared for this big season we're about to have.
Joe Fan.
Will asked Pete a couple times last year if there was kind of anything maybe limiting you just that lingered from the injury to where you were your normal self. He said no, but I'm curious from you, was there something that you felt where you weren't yourself and now maybe you do feel like a different person going into this year?
Yeah, I wouldn't have stepped on the field if I didn't think I was ready to play. And, honestly, both season I felt like I was ready to go, and was fortunate to go through all last season healthy and play 16 games. But I think there was something missing for sure. And, I think a lot of that is the coordination. I think, when I'm learning to run again with a new Achilles and a new knee, it takes a lot of time to get that trust in your knee back. And we did a great job running and cutting and feeling good, but there is a coordination aspect to this game that people don't understand, turning your body, making, tough catches. And so all that has kind of come into fruition, running routes this season and catching, unique throws and different running drills and footwork drills and getting off the line. And I guess maybe I didn't realize what all that took last year, and so we're excited to put that into play this year.
Bob?
Yeah, Will, it looked like you worked out a lot with Russell this offseason. I was curious how those went and if you ever were worried, one of these days, on one of those mornings, you're going to show up and he was suddenly being traded to Chicago or something like that. But just kind of curious what that was all like this offseason.
Yeah, you guys kept this offseason interesting with that guy. No, it was great. It was great to get down with Russ. We were able to get, Gerald and Colby and some of the other tight ends down there and get to work. That's just valuable time in this offseason. It's nice to get that individual attention. I think, one thing with this OTA is there's a lot going on and we're getting a lot of great reps with the team and stuff, but it's a great time to get with Russ and connect and see how he sees the routes and see what he wants it to look like and get that timing and that feel. And it also just spend quality time. This is a team that is built off relationships, and there's a big bond that's being built, and it's going to be a big run. And it's going to start with 3, and it's going to continue with us in the tight end room making plays for him.
John Boyle.
Yeah, well, in addition to just the football stuff, just how much more enjoyable is an off season when you're healthy and can, get your workout in, but then maybe have a little of your own time versus just constant rehab the last 2 years?
Yeah, no, definitely grateful. Go on hikes and, play catch with my nieces and nephews and go for hikes and play some golf. It's been really nice. Don't take it for granted any day. And, rehab's 24 hours every day of the week kind of thing. I'm still not done working on myself. And it honestly, it's just kind of like the ghost of the past. I'm always thinking about it and making sure that I'm doing everything I can to prepare and, not take any days off.
Michael Sean.
Hey, Will, how would you describe Shane's new offense?
First word would probably be smart that comes to my mind. Everything is fitting really, really well. It's systematic and up-tempo, and I'm really loving, just being a part of the newness, the new energy, and the new concepts, and, the new relationships that Shane has brought, and Andy's come in with a new energy, and but I'm liking it. I'm excited to see what we can do. I mean, obviously, we have some tremendous players on our offensive side of the ball, and we were able to be explosive with Shoddy, and he's a tremendous football mind. And I think Shane is just picking up where he left off, and we're just going to start rolling with some newness and just be incredibly smart out there on the football field.
Thanks.
Jen?
Hey, we'll go back to that offensive question. Where are the similarities between what we have seen the Seahawks run the last couple of years, and then where has he introduced the most newness?
Yeah. I mean, I think I would be remiss to say that we're not going to run the football. That's kind of my go-to and my passion. And, Pete Carroll obviously preaches to you guys quite a bit that we're going to run the football. And so there's a lot of carryover in that. We take a tremendous amount of pride in coming out and being dominant on the run game. But there is some newness. There is some of that Shane offense that you guys will see. I don't want to give anything away for the newness that you guys will see on Sundays, but you're going to see a lot more style, a lot more, explosiveness, and maybe some quick game here or there that you might not have seen in the previous past. But we're just going to take what the defense gives us and go and try and put as many points on the board as we can.
Brady.
Hi, Will. What all can you guys do with the up-tempo stuff?
Yeah, I think it mitigates what the defenses can do. In this league, everyone is super smart, and defense are getting so creative in the way to, rush the passer and, create new blitzes. And so what it's going to do is going to put them on their heels a little bit. They're not going to be able to change into dime or nickel. They're going to have to match when we go 12 personnel and stay base on the field and have to go cover 5 wide. So I think with the up-tempo, you're going to see a lot of unique packages that are going to put defenses in a tough spot and be able to operate, kind of their, newness, maybe, I guess, in like base personnels that they're not comfortable operating with. So I'm excited to put the defense on their heels is all, and obviously we know what we're doing, so we'll just go as fast as we can.
And very important follow-up here. How's your golf game? What's the best round you shot this offseason, and where was it?
Yeah, golf game is still getting better. Probably could put a few more rounds, a few more lessons together to break that 80 mark, but we're hovering right around there. I just got a few more swing tips, a couple more YouTube videos, and I'll have it down.
Gotcha. I saw you working with Keith Bennett at some point this offseason.
Yeah, that was a big one. He helped a ton up there in Newcastle. Just one session with him was awesome. He's got a tremendous mind. It was kind of nice. I threw shot put in high school and was able to kind of go back to those technique days of watching film and correcting your swing. And I just love being outside, going golfing, hanging out with my friends. So and it's really relaxing in the off season.
Thank you. I'll stop there. I have more, but I'll stop there.
Yeah, we could talk golf all day. Trust me.
Joe.
Yeah, Brady took my question. I was just going to ask if you were dialed for the next 6 weeks when you're off.
Yeah, no, Keith was awesome, man. We got really dialed in within the 100 yards, and it's just a fun way to keep competing. I think everyone, like, in the off season, we kind of get bored not competing, so golf is a fun way. I'm not saying I'm up to Michael Jordan standard gambling wise, but it's a good way to put a little pressure on yourself and get into that competitor mindset and that game time mindset and go execute. So I love golf. I mean, I'm addicted to it, just like probably most 20-year-olds are. And so if anyone ever wants a match, go ahead and hit me up. We'll play anytime.
Will, thank you.
All right, cheers, guys. Go Hawks.
Thanks, everyone.